Early investigations suggest flash flooding in Skewen near Neath, which led to many homes being evacuated, was caused by a build-up of water in an old mine shaft. A clean-up is underway after a torrent of water caused a blowout on a driveway, but a geological expert says they can't rule out similar incidents happening again. Chris Williams has more.
As the sun rose, the toil of the emergency service workers continued. Firefighters have been pumping water away from the village of Skewen all day, but the flow of water is unrelenting, causing understandable anxiety for residents throughout the night.
When I came out, I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. It was horrendous. There was just this awful orange water pouring. And I mean, it was like a river coming down the road. It was like a river. Didn't sleep. Up every couple of hours, just checking the back door, making sure there was no water, and just keeping an eye on it.
The water has come from so deep underground it's warmer than the air, causing the strange sight of rising steam on Denevo Road, one of the worst affected. The water flowing now is perfectly clear, but when the torrent first came yesterday afternoon, it was this ochre-coloured water, a sure sign that it had come from underground. And it's this horrible rusty water that's left behind, which makes this clear-up work so much harder. As the water continued to flow, confirmation at last from the Coal Authority of the cause of the torrent.
There is a potential for a mine shaft that's been fed from what we call a water level. There's been a potential build-up of water in that water level in the hillside that's then found its way out through the mining feature, and that is then causing the problem as regards the mine water and, well, the flooding that we're seeing. The blowout which we saw yesterday is exactly what we would call it. The flow appears to be subsiding. What we are unsure of at this stage is if there is a feed of additional water into the mine workings from the extensive mining workings on the hillside.
The authority says it's satisfied the other mine shafts in the immediate area are currently safe. But one expert told me he's concerned we could see more incidents like these across the South Wales coalfield if more isn't done to try and prevent them.
There's absolutely nothing to say that it wouldn't happen again in the future. And obviously as climate changes and we have many more events like Storm Christoph, they're going to increase in frequency, they're going to be much more severe. This sort of thing is going to happen more often, and the Coal Authority will have to consider the risk in place like Skewen, and they'll have to understand how it will affect residents and proactively manage that.
Very old underground mine workings litter Mynydd Drumai, the mountain overlooking Skewen. Despite this, the hope is that similar incidents can be prevented.